Welcome back to Stasis, Geek. A little bit of a different format because I wanted to bring up some articles on the amazing, flop, let's just call it what it is, the Acolyte. Because this little article here, and I'm going to show you some little bits and ins and outs. This is from Variety, where it's a counter-strike to the fans, the viewers' scores on Rotten Tomato and IMDb. At the moment, Rotten Tomato, 27%. Oh, not looking that's going to get any higher. And Internet Movie Database is on 4.7. Wow. Is that harsh? Not really. I would call it just a little bit lower than probably both of them. The first two episodes are hard to watch. They're laughable and they're very, very boring. There's no real script planning at all onto it, and it doesn't feel Star Wars. So why Counter-Strike? Because apparently we're all lying. You get in this one, whereas the Acolyte reaches 4.8 million. Wow, on one day? That's amazing in 2024. But is that actually good? Think about it. It's Star Wars. Yep. Oh, hold it. Oh, Ahsoka drew in 14 million. Now, you could argue, but it's an established character. Everybody wanted Ahsoka. Sorry, no. I can understand if it was 10 million, maybe even 11 million. But being that short of the mark, yeah, nobody cared about this. Nobody wanted it. I think the showrunner, of course, Harvey Weinstein's ex-personal assistant, didn't help. Should have kept quiet. Well, shouldn't be hired. The Star Wars Celebration, absolute stupidity by most of the cast. Should have kept quiet because they made themselves like fools. Didn't help. Yeah, I just think this one is going to get worse. I think this isn't going to get an up in viewership. Now, I had to look at another TV show. I was thinking, what is a prequel, I suppose you want to call it? This is now a sequel, blah, 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 of a TV show. The only thing I could think of was House of Dragon. What opened up with 10 million. Now, 10 million is quite good because you have to have HBO, or in the UK, you have to be subscribed to Sky Atlantic. If you have one of the other service platforms, you can't see it. So, I thought that was quite good. Then I realised, because of word of mouth, it got even better for them and establishing 28 million per episode. This has to be a massive jump to even get anywhere near that. Now, the funniest thing about this article I got now about Ahsoka, we all know it went off a cliff. Everybody was there and everybody went. Yeah, this I could see going into the high 2 millions. Yeah, but if you think they're saying it's the biggest Disney Plus of 2024. Okay, so let's have a look. What else was released in 2024? Now, I had to hunt for this because it was quite hard to actually find a website that still had this in there, for the 2024 releases. And these are like the top 13. There are other ones that I would have said, they might do better. But Shogun is FX, yeah? And it was bought out, Hulu, blah, blah, blah. So it wasn't really Disney Plus. But this still did, it was word of mouth. The opening one didn't do that well. Then everybody went, go and watch it. And it established 9 million per episode. That is actually good for an era where people don't really want to read subtitles. And this is in the 99% of it is in the Japanese language. And it is very, very good. Now, look what we've got next. We've got a drama, 16th century England. I'm not even sure how you pronounce that. Shardark. My dyslexia is going to kick in here. But never heard of it, really. So, that. Next one, Modern Family Series 11. Not going to hit the numbers. Been established for a while, but still not going to happen. Coppola versus the Swans. I actually heard of this. Never watched it. Another FX one. Extraordinary Series 2. Never heard of it. Remember, these are the top 13 to be released. Death and Other Details. Yep, you can know that. Marvel Studio Echo. Nobody watched that. So that's showing how bad this one was. If that was the top one, that was 4.8. Yep, this is what did this do. Yep. So you can see where the facts aren't really true because Candom, I think that's just been released. Black Cake, never heard of it. Not even going to try and pronounce that. Sorry. A Real Bug's Life. Yeah, I'm guessing it's animated, short. I don't know. Oh, it's about. Yeah, no, it's actual National Geographic. Okay. Yep. So you get to see things, and then Renegade. Now that is a falsified, fake story set in the 18th century, early part of the 18th century, and then number one is Star Wars Acolyte. Now, I would say, but is it Disney or if it's FX again? I would say the up and coming the bear, is it the bear? Is going to do better. But if we scroll right down to this, you can see the other ones that were going to come out. Yeah, the bear season 3. Yeah, and not a lot there. You know, we're supposed to get. I don't know when Skeleton Crew's coming up. Marvels didn't do that well either. So this article is just a pack of lies, really, because you actually think about it. You've got to set it up against something that is, at least you would think, $1 million production. This is 8 episodes, 160 million. Yeah, and it's coming back off the back. You're going to get off some bad Star Wars shows. So you've got to give it the hype. You've got to give it the push. But what they come out with from not even day 1, it's minus day 10 that you don't like it because of this, that, then that, whatever. They just spouted out words to say that if you don't like it, we're going to out you. And you're like, but it's not even out yet. You know, a lot of people didn't like the trailer. And a lot of things that were rumoured or people picked up on is actually coming true. Now, we've only seen the first 2 episodes. And apparently these are the best 2 episodes. The first episode is stupid. Yeah, absolutely stupid. Once you actually get your brain in gear after you watch it, you realise there was more stupid than you actually first watched the stupid. You know, there are... I was going to do a full down breakdown review, but I was like, no, I'm not going to talk about stupid. Fires in space. I love the twats or X or whatever you want to call it, going mad, the shields of trying to explain physics to people who just literally shout you down. Are you stupid? Like, come on, go back to the physics class. You know, it's funny, yeah. Now, the elements of Star Wars should be fantasy-driven. Give you that. It's in a galaxy far, far away. Not modern-day Earth. Unfortunately, this pulls it into a modern-day Earth murder mystery, Rian Johnson. Yeah, but badly written by somebody who doesn't know Star Wars. Or, as they would say, I love all the Star Wars. Which one did you love the most? The Star Wars. That one. Yeah, that is the showrunner. So, the hope going forward, will they course correct and make it better? No, I think these ones were the safe option ones. I think now we're going to get some really modern day narrative. It's going to get worse. We're going to get called everything under the sun because you don't like it. Now, you don't have to shout on Twitter or whatever on your social to say it's bad. You can just sit back and say, you know, I'm not watching it. Yeah, I would guarantee that's probably the best way to say it, because you got the clout coming from one side that is trying to be loud at the moment, but they're just getting pushed down. And I, you know, it was the way. Well, people, I think now got so annoyed with franchises being killed that hold it, no. You can't have a go at that person. They're right. I'm going to push you back here. You know, fires in space are stupid. You know, it's people will go. So there's a little bit of backup where it was the other way around. You know, a few years ago, where any complaint, the mob would attack. Why? Did they have any argument? No, they would call you out about your that, them, that, whatever. You know, it's crap in mouth time. But this, it's going to be the counter strikes now. If the rumours are true, episode, I can't remember which. I think it's episode 3. Will kill a lot of the prequels fans. It will get them to cut out. And then number 4 is oh dearie me, what did they just do moment in Star Wars, and it will hurt the franchise really bad. Now, the only way they could, of course, correct that if they're Lucasfilm trying to get back to it. Sorry, Kathleen Kennedy, you've got to go. If this one is a flop and it doesn't hit viewerships recurring of, let's be nice, because they're so low, 8 million. Yeah? And I mean every episode. That is bad. It's not your country, your state, your province, 8 million. It's worldwide. Yeah? Anyone can log on to Disney Plus. So, it's going to be, I think this is going to hurt. I think this is going to get a lot of fans going, I'm done. Yeah, because I can, you can't stick around. If you were interested, and I mean a light entertainment fan of, ooh, this is new, let's go and have a look. There's no way you would stick around. There is no point for you to stick around for episode 3 because nothing really happened to grip you to go, ooh. Only you're going to stick around because they showed a Wookiee at the end. They go, yes, I need to see what the Wookiee does, because that's it. It's really bad. It's like a low budget fan film that is made by somebody who got told, make a Star Wars project, but don't watch Star Wars and don't read about Star Wars, don't know about Star Wars. And they went, okay, what are my top 5 things I need? You need lightsabers that look like baseball bats, droids that look like French ticklers. It's just, yeah, it's all there. It's all bad. I would recommend not watching it. I would recommend waiting for people to tell you what happens at the end. And then if you're interested in their roundup, I suppose, then give it a go. But I would stay clear of this. I think if you're a casual fan of Star Wars, stay away, because I think it's going to hurt you more. If you're a proper fan of Star Wars, stay clear. If you're a fan of Star Wars that wants to laugh at something, and then your brain, and it is down to this, can go canon, non-canon, canon, non-canon, feel free to have a laugh. But it has to be a laugh in stupidity way. It's not even they're trying to be funny. They're like, oh, you thought this was serious. You thought like that. And the worst thing, I would say, if you got a family member that is quite young, don't watch this. No, not because of narrative insert or whatever. It's because it's quite dark. It's getting to the dark of like, hold it, this isn't a family-friendly show. It isn't made for kids, George Lucas once said. It's not a Buck Rogers in space. They've made it a bit dark and a bit, could be a bit scary, especially when you got the bits from the trailer with the Sith Lord and the big teeth. Scary. But I would say if you got young kids who, might be a bit jumpy to things, I would say this isn't for them. It's not for a young teen. It's for the older teen and upwards. But yeah, it's not so far any good. It's a load of rubbish. But at least we're going to get the lies from the Access media carrying on and on and on, saying that they're right. We just got paid the big bucks. What you're doing on all these review sites is so horrible, so wrong, because you can't have the opinion. They're right. Watch their show, buy their merchandise, and just be quiet. And that is not just what Disney are doing, Lucasfilm. That is what the Access doing at the moment to us all. But yeah, give us your comments as always if you want to comment, and give us a like if you want to like. As always, Stasis Geek out.